Alright guys, I'm out here doing a surface cleaning job. It's actually my uncle's house. Came out here to wash his house and noticed he had this sidewalk that looked pretty nasty here. So as you can see, there is a
night and day difference.
Night and day difference, as Ryan says. So it is a good difference, and like I say, it always, when this dries, it'll look really good and bright. So and I am using the pressure washer that has the cat pump on it, 2.5 gallon a minute. It's rated for only 2,700 or 2,800 psi, but it's been putting out over 3,000 psi. So as far as that goes, you know, it's good. They underrate their pumps instead of overrate. So it's actually putting out more pressure than they claim it has. So that's good. I'm happy with that. But I do need to make a separate video on that pressure washer, because I did have an issue with the pump, actually a couple pumps. I'm actually now about to put the third one on. So I need to make a video about that. You know, the reason I've waited so long to make a video is because I was trying to give cat pumps a opportunity to show what their customer service was like, because it ended up being, you know, an ordeal. The first pump, I put it on and it was working great, but I noticed that it was getting water in the oil pretty much immediately. So, you know, I was like, well, no big deal, 1 in a million chance. But
that's one way to get it over. That's all.
These guys dragging a basketball goal down the street. But yeah, so anyways, the first one, you know, was getting water in the oil, and you know, I'm like, all right, not a big deal. Take it back to Northern Tool. They end up giving me another one, which they claim their policy is, you know, I was supposed to bring the pressure washer in with the pump on the pressure washer, let their tech take a look at it and try to work on it, try to fix it. If he couldn't fix it, but needed parts, order the parts, then have to leave my pressure washer down there, let them fix it. So that's like their policy. But I was like, look, I need a pump now. So they had another pump in stock. They gave me that second pump, and I get out to do a job, which would have been like a $400 job. But the first thing I had to do was wash the vehicle, and I go to start the pressure washer, and the pump, it does nothing. So I'm not really sure what was wrong with that one, but you know, I did take that one back and let their mechanic look at it. He went over all the things, because at that job I probably spent 2.5, 3 hours trying to fix it. You know, I opened it up and, you know, was playing with the unloader and check valves. So, you know, I was trying to fix it. He ended up doing all the things I did, and then it's got this easy start valve on it. He took that off and put a new one on. That didn't fix it. So then, you know, then I got in contact with Cat Pumps, you know, and I tell them the situation, and I tell them, I was like, look, you know, I just made a video about y'all's cat pump, and I said I noticed there's not a lot of other videos or any about this same pump that I've seen on YouTube. And I was like, this is something that people, you know, the common person, this is the pump they would want to buy for their pressure washer. It's the right size. And people that do detailing and stuff like that, you know, this is one they want. So, you know, I told them that, and the guy that, you know, spoke with me, he was being nice. He was like, yeah, you know, I'll talk to marketing, and they should want to send you a pump out tomorrow, give you a free pump. And, you know, they, the head guy of marketing evidently said no. So then that guy couldn't do anything. He couldn't do anything about it. And he was like, look, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go to Northern Tool, and, you know, you're just gonna have to get them to solve it. So, you know, like almost 2 months later, a month and a half later, just now they've gotten the third pump in, and I've got to go down there probably on Monday, and which is not tomorrow, but the next day, and go down there and swap that out. I've got to take this pump off, give that to them, then take and put that pump on, and just hope that it works. I never would have imagined that I'd have had an issue with 2 cat pumps, because I've heard nothing but good things about them. I've heard that, I guess if you get one that works from the get-go, that it's going to work for a long time. It's going to outlast, all the other pumps. But, I know things happen. He probably built both of those pumps probably Friday afternoon. He had a hot date to go on, and so he didn't, he put them together quick, and then he didn't test them, because that's the thing. They say, well, all our pumps get tested before they leave. And, I told him, I said, well, look, they came like this. They came defective, so either somebody didn't test them or, let that slide. I don't know. And like the first one, it worked just fine. It's just after using it for about an hour, you could see it was getting water in the oil. Well, I doubt they test it for an hour or anything like that. So they probably didn't even notice that it was getting water in the oil. So I could see that one slide. The second one, though, I wasn't even putting out pressure. But hopefully this third one's going to work. If this third one doesn't work, I might have to look at getting another pump, a different pump. So if that's the case, I will report back to y'all and let y'all know. But I'm not trying to dog cat pumps. I'm definitely disappointed in their customer service. They could have done something they could have sent me a pump out immediately. I mean, the guy, I'm not going to mention his name, but he even said that they could have done that. So it was a guy, head of marketing or something, that didn't want to do it. So it's just something to take in. I don't hear a lot of stories of people buying cat pumps and having issues, but if you do, like I have, then watch out, because customer service, they're not going to do anything for you. So, and then you're at the mercy of Northern Tool. Mine helped me out, so I don't really have anything bad to say about them. But cat pumps, I'm disappointed in the customer service at cat pumps. You would think, when you've got a good brand, you want to stand behind that. And if something happens like that, especially with 2 pumps in a row, go and spend like $350, $400 on a pump, that a smaller pump, not like a big one, but a small, like residential size pump, that's not cheap. You're expecting to get a good tool, good product, and then have 2 of them be bad right off the bat. That doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. So you would think they'd want to make that situation right somehow. So, but that's just the way I feel about it. And I guess I'm gonna label this video, about the cat pump, which I'm gonna walk over here and show it to y'all in case you're watching this video and you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna walk over here and show the cat pump that I'm talking about. And I've got it on a Honda GX160. The Honda GX160 powers it. I think that's a 5.5 horsepower engine, but I've got a 6.5 horsepower engine that I'm gonna put this third cat pump on, because I think it'll be a little easier. But if you've got a Honda GX160, you can use this pump. It will work. It should put out around 3,000 PSI or a little over. So it does good if it works. So, well, let me show you all that real quick. We'll cut that off. So, here it is. And hopefully we can get that to focus in for y'all. It is not wanting to focus, is it? Not at all. But anyways, it's like a 4D NX 25 GSI. I'm on the, oh, you can see it now. So, but it's 2.5 gallon a minute, rated at 2,700 psi. It's been putting out more than that for me, so when it works, I like it. And this is the first pump. They let me keep this just so I could have one. So I'm constantly having to change the oil out so it doesn't damage the pump. And I can say this. See, I've got a gravity. Well, actually not. Now I've got an electric pump pumping the water from the tank into my pressure washer pump. And I did that because this easy start valve, when I was starting it up and it was just gravity fed, I had to pinch this hose off to get it to build up pressure. So putting that electric pump on, sometimes it still does it where I got to pinch it off, but sometimes it'll build up pressure. But anyways, so that's gonna be it for this video. If y'all have any questions about cat pumps, and I'm probably gonna I'm definitely gonna make a video about after I get this third one, so I'll report back after that. But if y'all have any questions, concerns, anything like that, leave it down in the comments for me. And until the next one, y'all be good, or be good at it.